Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, The Science of Getting Stuff Done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So if that sounds like the kind of breakthrough that you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Frankie Jago. Frankie's thing is helping people to create more impact from a place of ease. Impact could be impact on your bank account, impacting clients positively, and impact by being known for what you do, and so on and so forth, etc., etc. Frankie, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you, Robin. It's exciting and nerve-wracking to be here, funnily enough.
Oh, excellent. Nothing to be nervous about. I'm perfectly well house trained. Whereabouts in the world are you?
I'm in New Zealand, so it is the morning for me, and I know it's the evening for you.
Or as I call them in my childish way, coffee time for you, hot chocolate time for me. So, although I know I would prefer the coffee, to be honest. But anyway, that's me waffling on. Shall we do the questions instead?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Frankie, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
So ideally, I work with course creators or coaches that are doing it themselves. So I call them solopreneurs, and they're people who aren't just about to start a business, but have been sort of in business for about maybe a year and trying to make a go of it, and it's just not working out how they envisioned it would when they started.
There's quite a few of them around. All right, so what exactly is the problem or problems that you solve for them?
Well, as solopreneurs, we wear so many different hats that there comes without a lot of problems that I guess almost suffer from, which is being overwhelmed because we're doing all the things and there's always so much to do, being confused about, well, which strategy is best or which guru to follow, and even confused about a lot of people get hung up on the technology. So even if you know roughly what you need to do, how do you make it all seamlessly fit together? I think those are kind of the two biggest ones, but being a solopreneur, not having a boss, the other thing is you're only accountable to yourself. And sometimes that is hard for people to have to stand up in that position of, I'm going to tell myself to do it and I'm going to do it. So finding some accountability, whether it's in themselves or in a community, are kind of the biggest areas that I see my audience suffering.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm going to agree with that, being an accountability coach, but also this is one of many hats that I have. I completely relate to that analogy as well. It's what you're saying about that is absolutely true. And not all the hats fit well, but you still, as a solopreneur, find yourself having to adapt and do things that perhaps you're not very comfortable doing. So what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to go some way towards solving the problems themselves?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this question, and it really, because we're solopreneurs and we're individuals, our problems are varied, but yet personal to the solopreneur. And so I thought what might be best is I focus on 4 key areas, being mindset, strategy, technology, and accountability or support, is starting with the mindset. And one really effective tip that I've found is a what-ifing tool. So a lot of solopreneurs, or a lot of us in general, will go to a negative what if. Like our brains are really good at catastrophizing, right? And so we'll be like, well, what if this launch doesn't work? What if I don't make money? What if someone says something bad online? And actually, when a what if comes up like that, is switching it to a positive what if. And sometimes that's all your brain needs to feel motivated. So if it's, what if someone's going to say something bad online, you might go, oh, but what if someone reaches out and says this is the thing that helped them get to that next step. And the key with that is to say it with heart and meaning, not, oh, what if someone reaches out and, helps them with the next step? Your brain's not going to believe that. But if you're putting that emphasis and that passion behind the positive what if, it can really change how you show up in that moment.
Yeah, shifting from I have to do this today to I get to do this today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally get where you're coming from on that. So now that we have a little bit of a better understanding of what you do, and I always say a little bit because, let's be honest, I've only given you 3 minutes, so we can't really do justice. So let's dive briefly into goal busting, which is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve one's business goals. Could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Realizing that you need to slow down in order to speed up. That sounds so cliche, but I will get in sort of frames of mind where I'm like, oh God, I've got so much to do and I'm writing my to-do list and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And you feel in that moment that you can't actually take time out to just calm down, that you need to keep writing that. I got to get it done. I got to get it done. But when you're that heightened anxious, you're not going to get things done effectively. And probably you can attest and agree to this, Robin. And so it's actually taking 10 minutes for me, I'd meditate or I'd do yoga or go outside and get my feet in the ground. Those are preferences that I have to do in that moment. And it just slows you down so that you can actually come back, still have that urgency behind you in the background, but with more focus and calm and from a place of ease, which is what I sort of try and focus on. That would be sort of one tip that I could offer around being productive, is actually slowing down so that you can be more focused and productive.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I had taken time out today to meditate at least twice, and just 20 minutes. And very simple, nothing special, but it makes a huge difference because it gives your mind time to breathe. And then when you come out of it, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I know what I've got to do now. You don't think about it during the meditation, but that's when you do need to give your mind some space and your body some time as well. So thank you. Brilliant advice. Love it. All right. So finally, Frankie, what should I have asked you today that I didn't? And your answer, please.
That is such a great question. How did I come to be in this position? Would be a question, because I started as the video coach and that's what I was known as. And I think I realized through my own business and COVID, this is the short version, is that solopreneurs, sure, you need a tool to get heard, but there's 4 areas that you need in the background, which I mentioned before, were mindset, strategy, tech, and support. And without those 4 working together, it's very hard to have a business that's profitable and that you can do from a place of ease.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Frankie, that's been an absolute masterclass and a delight. I knew it would be. Thank you so much. We did, our viewers and listeners won't know, we've had some technical difficulties today. We're not out of the recording yet. I hope they don't come back, but you've done brilliantly because we had to start again at one point, which was always awkward. So thank you so much for playing with us today on Goal Busters. And I just have one more question. I'm going to get rid of the clock now because we don't need that now. I just have one more question, which I always ask at this point, which is a two-parter. Part A is, how can people reach you if they want to get in touch and ask you about your services? And the second question is there like a valuable free resource they can get from you? Because as I always say, being British, it's a very cheeky question, but it's not really, because sometimes people aren't quite ready to reach you directly, and that they might feel a little bit uncomfortable doing that. A valuable free resource is a brilliant way of them getting used to what you do and understanding more, and then they feel more inclined to get in touch.
No, absolutely. I think you need to, get a vibe for someone before you reach out. So if you're feeling that vibe and you do want to reach out personally, you can find me at frankiejago.com. So my last name is Jago and Frankie's with an IE to make it simple. So frankiejago.com is my website. You can find all the information about me. But in terms of a valuable resource, I'm actually really proud of this. I put together what I call an assessment. It's the Solopreneur Success Assessment, and it allows you to answer a bunch of questions and then creates a personalized plan based on where you are and where you need to focus. So when I mentioned those 4 areas before, you answer questions within those 4 areas: mindset, strategy, tech, and support. And it lets you know, well, where are you lacking? What can be improved in each of those sections? And what should you be focusing on first? I don't have a cool URL for that, but hopefully it's on the screen or it's in the notes. So click on that and definitely find out where it is you're getting stuck and how you can move forward.
No, we decided this time we're going to let our listeners and viewers just try to guess. No,
yeah, they're going to search for it somewhere.
Yeah, seriously, our viewers will already know it's on the screen, and for our listeners, it will be in all the transcripts and copies of the podcast. Obviously, we will make that accessible. Frankie, thank you so much for appearing on Goalbusters today.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for having me. It's fun being on this side of the camera instead of being the podcast host. So thank you for the opportunity.
You're extremely welcome. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.